Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello to all of my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, take that deep breath. For me, it is Tuesday. I don't know what day this episode is going to go up, but it is Tuesday for me. It is July 7th for me. But yeah, my channel's such a mess, and I'm trying to, trying to run multiple streams of businesses, or not even run, trying to start, trying to organize. I'm creating so many Excel sheets so I can try to be organized. I'm ordering supplies and trying to create, and then the chemistry of candles, and trying to figure out what to order and what order. And you will hear more about that on the Nerd channel. But yeah, since I am still dealing with the heartbreak of a breakup by a no good, despicable liar, oh, someone who used me and yeah, it's like that's really tied in because I recorded like 5 or 6 episodes for that channel to be so because I was like, you know what? I am gonna stay ahead of schedule. And it's like since he was supposedly working on my website, but he didn't do a daggone thing, and like literally like 5 6 months did nothing. So I like all everything that I recorded. I was like, oh, this is of no use anymore. So literally had to start from scratch. And also with my writing, with the romance and stuff that's in the novel, or that was supposed to be. I don't know. It's just I haven't written certain parts in, but I did write other certain parts in. But like with some of it, I had to really dig deep on the untoxic portions of my dating life and or parts that the men used me and they didn't think much of me, but the times where they're like, oh, but don't break up with me, I'm gonna love bomb you, I'm gonna be good to you just for like just so long that I can keep you because you're nice and sweet and bubbly and I want that. And yeah, I don't want you, but I want to use you. So yeah, I've had a lot of that. I've had a lot of that. So, and it's really sad that's how I have to create my love interest, because without putting in the toxic portions, I have to just pick and choose from different men I've dated, the good times. But this is kind of a dating nightmare episode, but a political, yes, another one of those, a combination. Because remember, my channel is as messy as my life. But that Graham guy, yeah, he doesn't deserve Mr. in front of it because, and this is another episode where Black women told you so. And okay, yeah, check out my Patreon, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, get out that scorching hot patty tea, that boiling patty tea, add a little sugar to that, If you like it cold, hold the ice, because the ice is a hot mess in these streets. Because I'm gonna be talking about how ice grabbed a nun. Okay, they keep saying, oh, we're gonna get the criminals, we're gonna get the bad guy. They got a nun. Okay, it's like you do not know how livid. Like I I tried to watch the footage, and I mean I did watch, but then I had to stop because I literally started crying. I was so like I'm livid, as if you can't tell. Yeah, pissed off. You guys keep saying you're gonna get the criminals, you're gonna get the all these blah 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 blah, but you got a nun while she's walking off to go do prayer or do whatever. Like she was full nun garments, everything. You grabbed a nun. How despicable, how terrible, but then a lot of these ICE people are Republicans, are from the church and everything like that. It's like I wonder, did they ask her to pray for them while they were taking her to the place or whatever? It's like if I can ever get my channel up enough, like I want to talk to her. And she's one of the, I want to take her to brunch. I don't know what kind of food she like, because I know like especially like they probably won't eat ham or bacon or whatever like that. But I would love to just treat her to brunch, lunch, whatever, a meal, and talk to her. And I already know with my candles, yeah, you already know I'm already gonna dedicate one to her because just mm, when this country, mm, the Statue of Liberty, and that's one of the reasons why, like my with my business and everything, it's just that was given as a present and supposed to represent something. But then the starting of this country showed us who they really want to be. The way they eliminated so many Native Americans, and then they brought black people, oh, not to diversify, but so that to force, because they were too lazy. They call us lazy, they call black people lazy, but they didn't want to do the work. And then they fought a war because they wanted to keep us as their, yeah. And now it's like, even we keep catching black people hanging from trees. But then they, like, yeah, with the last one they want to say no, it was a homicide, no, it wasn't race, it wasn't racism, blah blah blah. And then on the 4th of July we have a white supremacist group just getting on the subway, just getting on a bus, just marching in their khakis and yeah, covering up their faces. I know everyone's bringing up like the whole COVID and masks and stuff, but it's just like, oh, it, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. But so many people want to say what America isn't or what we are no longer and everything like that, but then they don't want to read our history. But while they don't want to read our history, we are starting to repeat parts of the history because if you don't learn, that's how you repeat it. And that's exactly what the Orange Man and the rest of the Republicans want. One reason why they're banning so many books about African American history because they want to be able to bring it back because it's like it's already in the prison. So if they can now mock and imitate what's in the prisons, and then they want to bring the white people from South Africa because after the apartheid, yeah, look at the history, wanting to start all white towns just like in Africa. Like, we have to pay attention. It's like people don't want to listen to black women, especially a black woman with a disability, because they think we don't know what we're talking about, or they think, oh, they're in a cult, or they're this, or they're that, whatever, whatever. I just blocked a guy on a dating app because I'm not scared to ask the political questions. Because there's some guys who they keep matching with me, but then they won't say what political. So I asked, who did you vote for? I will show the latest ones. I think I'm probably gonna post it today because I need to post a lot. Like my phone is over bombarded. Yeah, I need to, but it's like I also need to put these episodes up, and oh, these episodes will not be in any type of order. I've talked about Mr. Spider so many times, and some are before, like, because yeah, he had the nerve to write me on July 3rd, wanting to see each other face to face and stuff like that. I'm like, you broke up with me, and now we've gone a month without seeing each other. We have nothing to talk about. He didn't even say what he wants to talk about, but he wants to meet in public. What the crap for? It's like say what you want to say. Just type it out, okay? Because we have no like I'm not having your kid, not pregnant. Thank God. Cuz yeah, he dated me. He used me. But anyway. So yeah, just know these episodes will not be in any kind of order, but my dating life kind of signifies the political stance of what we're going through right now because this Graham guy, this no black women, we told you. Because even with Hexeth, like we keep having all these representatives in politics having these tattoos and saying these sexist, awful, terrible things. Especially they're following pastors who say they're baby makers and stuff like that. It's like it's not that hard. It's not hard to have a baby, even though so many women like they pass away. Like especially so many black women, but they don't care about black women, right? Yeah, they want to ship black kids off to like, yeah, he's like, you know what RFK Jr. said. So yeah, if you don't look it up. Yeah, all the racist, terrible things they keep saying, but then they want to say there's no more racism, right? But then with Graham, like there's the thing about tipping that he said that was racist, and then it's like the things about with the women, but oh, his wife knows about it, so yeah, the white privilege that we keep showing and sharing, and I mean, and also the patriarchy, because we can't forget the Detroit mayor. Yeah, I'm from Michigan, so yeah, we can't forget about the Detroit mayor, right? Right. Especially the stripper, and then she passed away. Yeah. Yeah. And then we can't forget about a lot of the white pastors and the white politicians who keep getting caught cheating, who keep getting caught paying off women, including the president. But yeah, it's like people want to say, "Oh, he's such a Christian man. He's so great. He's so wonderful and stuff." But then at the same time, they try to put down Mr. Obama. He only had one wife. Still has one wife. They try to call her a man, but it's interesting. Like, hmm, she's able to keep Mr. Obama's attention long enough for years. You know, she's woman enough to keep his attention for all these years. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that in another episode. But it's really funny how people want to keep masculating black women and things like that, but like who's gotten divorced so many times, who has kids by so many women, who cheated on the last one with a like, but at the same time, like Stormy Daniels, I give her so much credit. She was like, because oh, even the thought of it just makes me want to vomit. No, bless her heart. Oh no, and I don't mean that in the rude way. I don't like, because yeah, when I say that about Graham, I mean that in all the rudest ways possible. But I literally mean like, bless that girl's heart. Like, oh my gosh, oh my god, like, who? Yes. Okay. Anyway. But with Graham, we told you, and especially with the patriarchy, especially with the white privilege patriarchy, it's people still don't understand. Black women, we witness it every day because we get put down for being a woman and for being black, and for me for being having a disability too. I get all three. I get told what I can't do every day. But then they catch this white man do some dirty things. They keep this, oh, it's okay. Oh no, it's like, oh, he's not perfect. And then, oh yeah, it's like we voted in the orange man, or the Republicans, they voted him in, and he said he was gonna grab women by the kitty or whatever. So no, it's like, yeah, see, it's like it's just they're not perfect. I'm not asking for anybody perfect. Shoot, Lord knows my dating life. Trust me, I'm not asking for anybody perfect. Whew. I mean, if we could just even find somebody similar to somebody I dated, they'd be better than Graham. Shoot. But people kept just giving him excuse after excuse after excuse, especially these white men kept giving, like, no, you gotta support him. Look at his stances. Look at his this and look. Okay. But that's how we got Fetterman. And look at what, like, look, yeah, Fetterman. We remember that, right? See, I wish with all politicians, I wish they had to take a lie detector test live. Like, okay, debate, yeah, okay, debates are good, but I like just like, oh, what's that one show? It's like they used to do the lie detector on this one show, and it was great. But I wish live, before or after a debate, whatever, I don't even care, like live on TV, prime time TV, we did they had to, be chained all up or connected to the test or whatever, and they just go through the questions, especially, are you a sexist, are you an ableist, are you a racist, and they go through maybe even some of their social medias, or they go through some of the rumors going around or whatever. Oh, they could even ask if you ever cheated on your husband or your wife. Oh, that might help some of these couples out here, Or what do you feel about the LGBTQ community? Yeah, see, I didn't forget you. I didn't forget my peoples. No, we gotta ask that question. Because, like, with my brain, like, I grew up in the church or whatever, so there's some times where I'm, like, over 30 years, so it's like I'm still, like, getting my brain because I, like, some of the things my bishop and pastor have said over and over and over again. So it's like sometimes I want, like, I mean, different subject, but like once I realized this is wrong, this is terrible, this is despicable. Yeah. And that's one reason I don't like, yeah, I listen to other people now, but we need to do these. Like, I think we need to do lie detector tests. I really, really do. And interview hard, because even with the tattoos, oh, I didn't know about it. I didn't know, like, why would you get something on your body and you don't know what it means? And he said it was because he's drunk. Okay, you know what? It's like, I forgot which country or where he was when he got this tattoo, but in America, every tattoo place should have a breathalyzer. Because I'm tired of hearing that excuse, because I've heard that excuse on dates when I've seen some men's tattoos, and I'm like, why do you have that? And they say because they're drunk. They were drunk when they got it. That need, like, and some tattoo artists might be upset, be like, no, that's when I get the most money. Or a lot of drunk people are like, oh, let's get a tattoo. That's what, yeah, that's more money. Hmm. Don't you want credit for beautiful artwork and not racist, awful, terrible? Like, I mean, the racist tattoo artists don't care. But can we do it so that, like, now they can't have that as an excuse? They can't say that they're under the influence, because I've heard that a few too many times. Has Hexeth ever said why he has all those racist tattoos? Hmm. Hmm. But now we have another woman who has come to interview and say what she went through. Hmm. But then a lot of people, just kind of like with the Orange Man and the people that reported against him, and then with the Epstein files, a lot of Republicans are like, well, they didn't report it. They were, some of them were kids, and even as young women, we're nervous, we're scared. And some of us, we're not going to be believed, we're not going to be heard. Like in many of my episodes, I tell you guys about the things that I went through, because when I was younger, I especially college years, when I did tell, people laughed, or people said I got myself into the situation. The library, remember the time at the study group at the library, when the guy parked the car so I wouldn't be able to open the door so that he would be able to take advantage of me? I told. And they said I put myself into that situation. Why did I go and study with him? Because he didn't make fun of me because of my walking? Because he said that he really wanted to, have lunch and have a study day, and he thought that'd be cool to go to the library and do that. Other classmates didn't, so, and it's like at this library I heard about how beautiful it was. So yeah, it's like I don't have a library card at the library, but I heard really great things, and it's like I wanted to possibly even get see if they like I don't well I don't even have to explain that part, but he heard about the library. I heard about like I think it was they did a news story or something, but anyway, but people blamed me. And the one date where after I was diagnosed or whatever, and the guy after the day he drove to the park, I thought it was to he said to enjoy the view and whatever, and next thing I know he goes to the back seat and throws my walker and tells me he's only gonna get it after I perform a service on him. And so then I'm literally about to get out the car and crawl. Yeah. So, and the thing is, yeah, some of the guys in my life are after, they know this. And some of the men were just like, you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation. They still blame me. Oh, I told this to Mr. Spider, and he just shook his head. He didn't care. He didn't, yeah, he didn't really say anything about it. And I'm at a point where I've learned, don't tell these men anything, because some of these men they're going to hurt you more. They hear your story and they don't care because they're in the process of using you too. You know, they just want you to be quiet, shut up, don't talk about your trauma, because they're in the process of traumatizing you too. They don't care about your feelings. And politically, these men don't care about our feelings. They're going to blame us in some way or another. You put yourself in the situation. What were you wearing? Were you laughing or smiling? And that's why, like, so many men, oh, baby, smile more. Oh, why aren't you smiling? Oh, I need you to laugh. Or when on dating apps or whatever, and I asked who did you vote for? Oh, baby, like once I take you out to dinner, I'm going to have you smiling and laughing so much. You're going to forget about that. Politics don't really matter. Who did you vote for? Oh, didn't you hear me? So then I block them. I don't have time. I don't have time. Some of these men even accuse me of being in a cult, and I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute. The Republicans keep getting caught in group chat saying that they want to have the gas showers and eliminate people and all this other stuff. And then we literally had the white supremacist group that is from the Republican Party, and they want to keep saying that it started off as Democrats, but the party switched. The party switched. Because even if you look at things, the white supremacists were the ones walking around with the Confederate flags. Yeah. They keep wanting to say that started off with Democrats. Okay, yes. Yes. But the party switched. But the Republicans don't want to hear that. They want to keep having credit for the good from the past, even though the parties were not the same in identity. They want to be given credit, and they want to keep putting down the Democrats for the past, but their identities are different now, but they don't care. They simply don't care. It's like they want to be proud of their racism now, and they want to put the mirror of the racism to the Democrats, but we're looking and we're just like, about that. Like they're the ones banning the African American books. They're the ones banning the LGBTQ plus community books. They're the ones like they want to tell Kaepernick that he shouldn't be kneeling during a game, but then they applaud people for refusing to wear things that say, like, yeah, let's not hate the LGBTQ plus community. That's freedom of speech and stuff like that, or we're expressing ourselves. We shouldn't be forced. And it's just like, why are you forcing one person to have to oblige to something when he is quietly, I mean, it's a quiet, like, no shouting, he was kneeling. And veterans told him that would be a good way. Like, he was taking the advice from veterans, but then people want to say he's against veteran. Yeah, make that make sense. But then, yeah, back to Graham. I was like, I know, but it's just, to me, it's a more complex situation because people don't want to listen to black people. They don't want to listen to women. And black women kept trying to tell you, because we observe, we study, we see these things. And 92% of us voted the way we did for a reason, because we have to observe a lot more. And a lot of white people still don't understand white privilege. They still don't understand how white people are forgiven for so much more. They get a slap on the hand, and but then if a black man did the same thing, just like with the justice system, they get thrown and punished and put down. Just like on the news, when a black man does a crime, they show the mugshot. When a white man does a crime, they show him at church. They show him with family or with a baby or kids or a dog or something. They show the human in him. They show the criminal in a black person. The way they talk about him, even in like the news reporting. See, and this is why, like with Graham, it's just, oh, it's frustrating. Because now, what are you going to do, Maine? How are you going to vote now? What's going to be your reason now? Because if you vote for him, you're going to be showing the Republicans that, see, we weren't wrong. You can't say we did anything wrong voting for this orange man. You can't say we did anything wrong with the person whose name is in the Epstein files so many times. It's like, yeah, your guy, Graham, might not be in the Epstein files, but look at his reputation. Look at what he's done. Look at what he said. Look at what he texted. Look at look at his tattoo. You can't say anything. What are you going to say, Democrats? What are you going to say, the left? What are you going to say, leftists, or even the central left? What are you going to say? What's your excuse? Because I keep debating, because part of me, I'm like, we need a Democrat, but at the same time, this is who we're choosing. It's like, come on. And I keep wondering, why can't we find better representatives? Why? And because even with, the person, there's a guy from Dearborn who's running in Michigan. Al Saudi. I forgot his. Okay, I don't want to say his name wrong because I can't stand when people on purpose say my name wrong and everything like that. So, but I'm gonna have a whole episode because they now have a commercial about him saying very sexist, awful, terrible comments about women, and that he won't work with a woman over the age of 40, and that he said things about Mrs. Obama and stuff like, yeah. And that really disgusts me because I'm just like, oh, it's, but at the same time, it doesn't surprise me because even with Vice President Kamala Harris, there's like so many people want to say, oh, she didn't have long enough to run. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. She didn't go on that Joe Rogan podcast or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I kept hearing men who were being interviewed. I will never vote for a woman. I'm not going to vote for a woman. A woman can't be a leader. A woman is too emotional and things like that. When it's like, who keeps starting all these wars? A war, like, that's emotional. And who is literally calling this soccer federation so that you can have your best player who is an immigrant, but then you just tried to get the Supreme Court to go against and like make it all make sense. Because racism is based off of an emotion too, either jealousy or hate and injustice and things like that. So, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. but most importantly, I am human and you're human too.